Hey everybody, I'm Kelly Ellers.
I'm Jeffrey Lunnan.
And this is Volume Up by the Tease. So I want to be the first to say happy 100th episode.
Happy 100th episode to you.
Woo!
We've done it. How did we do it?
I don't know. It was kind of like all the things that we did in COVID and it just flew right by. But I've got to say, this is the most fun part of my week.
That's very sweet. And I feel the same. I cannot honestly believe that it's been 100 though. And we're going to do a lot of reflection on this podcast. So bear with us, everybody. And if you're not with it, sorry, we'll not keep it quick because we're doing a lot of recapping. We got sappy. I went back through some of the episodes and there were some really good ones. So
I know.
What a privilege to be able to talk to some of the people that we've talked to.
Yeah, exactly. I know we're pulling out some faves and it was fun to go back and be like, wow, we've had some awesome guests. So
we really
kudos
have.
To our amazing producer, Madeline, and to you, Jeff.
To you too. Let's just keep the kudos going around.
Let's. By the way, do you notice anything different about me today?
I'm thrilled. So again, this is a audio medium, but for people that are watching this, maybe on our YouTube or you're seeing a clip on Instagram or TikTok, Kelly's wearing a headband and it looks great. So
I told you I would.
Claps for you. Well done.
Okay.
You experimented. You went out on a limb and it looks good. It paid off.
Thank you. All right. It's very suburban of me.
It's really not. It's not looking suburban. It's not giving suburban mom. It's giving fall hair trend.
I'm a cool mom.
Didn't get enough play, truthfully, as we head into winter. So there's that. Look at you.
There's that. Look at me. So there was this article out that I thought we should talk about. So the headline reads, hairstylist says mom can't accompany 7-year-old to appointment because there is a quote, no guests allowed policy. And I think that that's kind of a stretch. How about you? It gives me all the weird feels.
Yeah. I don't like this. So the article, there's lots of people responding, being like, this is normal. This is what I did. As a parent of 2 small kids, I wouldn't want my small child to be unaccompanied with a stranger, because that's really what happened here in this story. It's like a first-time appointment with this stylist. What? No, it would. No, we're not doing that. Basically,
so
that
weird.
would be like an easy cancellation. Here's some cash. See you later. Right?
I just can't believe that there are people that have done this before, because this seems so far out of my realm of even consideration. But
yeah, I mean, if you knew the person maybe outside of the salon and there was familiarity with them and kid, sure, I can make some stretches.
Yes.
But in this specific instance, first time of just no, it's a no. That's not happening.
No. Hairdressers out there, we don't like this policy.
No.
I doubt many have it, but we needed to bring it to the
I can't imagine.
Can't imagine. But what I don't have to imagine, rather, is last episode, we talked with Larry Foster. He was incredible. Vice President of Education, Compliance, and Student Services at the beloved Tricoci University of Beauty Culture. Before Tricoci University, he served as the Vice President of Empire Education Group, Commissioner for NACCAS. Larry has spent over 25 years in the beauty industry as a cosmetologist, esthetician, massage therapist, educator, and spa owner. I mean, he's done it all. He's done it all,
for real.
Tricoci University, if you're not familiar, was founded in 2004 by the beauty industry legend Mario Tricoci himself. I had the pleasure several times of meeting Mr. Tricoci. What a vision. What a visionary. Tricoci University of Beauty Culture believes success for students and associates. Tricoci University of Beauty Culture believes success for students and associates results from people-centered culture. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Read the Tease, and send in questions to volumeup@thetease.com.
We're all ears. This week, as we said, is a bit of a departure. It's a different episode since it's our 100th. We couldn't possibly pick a guest for this momentous episode. We're going to talk a lot to each other, basically, and our producers. So shout out to them. Our producers have some plans to reflect on the past 100 episodes of Volume Up by the Tease. Stick around to hear from past guests, our favorite episodes, and more. Make sure to stay to the end of the episode to hear about our 100th episode giveaway. That's right, giveaway. some prizes. Boom, boom, boom. Confetti cannons, all of that stuff. Pew, pew, sound effect, go.
But before we get there, oh, I
love
used
it.
your
I love it.
favorite
Oh, that was a good,
transition. That
it
was
good.
good. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
We want to talk about a little article from our friends over at Vogue. Rihanna's
Might have
latest
heard of them.
hairstyle proves that she is the ultimate beauty rebel. Have you seen the new look? How do we describe the new look?
Box braids in the front,
Yep.
long, straight hair in the back.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say that much. And then I will ask you, what are your thoughts?
It is the first time I believe I've ever seen a look like that. So if we're
Mm.
talking about rebel status, which we know she is and
She is.
maintains,
Bad
always
gal
comes to
Riri.
the table with the looks. I mean, I think that this look is proving that she is rebellious, and even with her hairstyle. It's different, it's shocking, but we know her and love her to be that.
This is all very true. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't be terribly surprised. She was rocking a
No.
mullet before mullets were a thing. All of it. Like, I mean, she's been such a trendsetter in terms of hair. Interesting commentary on the internet outside of Vogue, from communities suggesting that maybe she hadn't finished her hair before leaving, that it wasn't as intentional as perhaps we are all giving her credit for. I can't say, not her hairstylist.
We weren't there.
We were not there.
No.
We weren't. It is a fun look. I mean, honest to God, like I'm enjoying mostly, if I can be totally honest, that she's back. Like I'm here for the resurgence, the resurgence, maybe.
Oh, yeah. That's sharp-witted, I believe they say.
You're welcome, everybody. This is what happens on the 100th episode. I'm happy. I'm glad that she's back after baby. Not that you need to go away or come back after baby, but I mean, it's nice to see her again. So
still rebel status.
Yes.
Post,
and
pre,
it will make me watch the Super Bowl this year.
Same.
If only to see her.
For sure.
The reason that she's back, though, is as regards our next story, which is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. She's got 2 new songs on the soundtrack. The first one is a real sad ballad that really hits me in my feelings. But yeah.
What is that called, that song? Because I love that. I just heard the song.
First song, Lift Me Up. Yes, the ballad.
Love it.
It's great. Yeah. But let's talk about Black Panther. Wakanda Forever, shall we? Lots of stories out about the hairstyles within the movie. Do you want to give us a taste of what people are talking about?
Yeah. So in the first movie, we know that they stuck to more of a tribal look, right? And this time they're pivoting, yes, tribal inspiration from the warriors who are part of Jabari. So they branched out a bit into different cultures, different influences, and it's really interesting. Very cool.
Very much into it. I haven't seen the movie yet, full disclosure. Plan to. Still feeling weird about movie theaters. Mostly, I've got small kids. It's hard to get to one, but I will get there eventually. But all of the promo footage, all of the trailers, all of the photo stills of the hairstyles are incredible. So shout out to Camille Friend, who's done the hair for this film. As you said, lots of inspo from lots of different cultures. There's definite like Pan-African vibes, which I'm into, but it's also super modern and futuristic. Like, love it. It's beautiful. Exciting to see. Other things that are beautiful to see, our lovely website, thetease.com. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what's trending on our site. The editorial team has been hard at work this week uncovering industry news, looking into trends, and diving into brands you don't know but should. And here are some of our favorite headlines from thetease.com this week. It's fitting. This is our 100th episode, and we're talking about something that is a 100-year span. The first article is a brief 100-year history of Iranian women's hair. People all around the world continue to protest after the tragic death of a young woman who died in the hands of Iran's morality police for showing just a sliver of hair. This 22-year-old's name was Masha Amini. At this current moment, we're witnessing a revolution for women's rights in Iran, one that is started by hair. There are many historical events that led up to Iranian women not being able to show their hair in the present day. But to get a clear picture of that, one would have to revisit the last 100 years of Iranian women's hair trends. Head to thetease.com to do just that. Shout out to Nusha Flore for the story. All right, Kelly, are you keeping up on what's happening in Iran? It's real heavy, real heavy.
Yeah, it's super heavy and it's happening day over day over day. Just the protests and I mean, I think it's obviously nationwide right now. And I know that they're calling on the outside world to help. So there is a
Mhm.
lot going on in Iran. And this was a really interesting piece because, your first thought is, but why can't they show their hair? Right.
Mhm.
And so to look back 100 years and look at the history and the reasoning behind it, for me was very insightful.
For sure. No, such a good story. And yeah, it talks a lot about conversations that we've had all along in this podcast in terms of like what happens with hair and it's
Right.
playing out in geopolitics.
Mhm.
So love that story on tease.com. Go and check it out. Something a little bit lighter fare. Look, we are not naive to this. It's gift guide season, and we've got a good
Mhm.
one on the site. This one is called Environmentally Conscious Hair Products that you should environmentally conscious hair products that should be on everyone's holiday list. As the holiday season approaches, or I mean, honestly, it's here, you may have begun feeling the pressure to start buying. Guilty, for sure. It's
Guilty.
me.
Mhm.
Well, this can be stressful. It doesn't have to be. Whether you have a hair pro or enthusiast in your life, or you're simply looking for new products for yourself, I feel like that's always what happens with me. Anyway, head to tease.com to see some great hair gifts for the environmentally conscious. So on this list, I've got zero need for it, but it was a little bit of an eye candy situation, and I'm into the Room Shop Zero Waste Scrunchies. Kelly, on this list. Oh, no, same.
Same.
Why not? I mean, you've
They're
got a headband on.
amazing.
You
I
could get a
love them.
huge scrunchie.
I think they're amazing. And honestly, it made me stop in my tracks like, what? That's a
Yeah, what is
scrunchie.
this? That
That's
is
a
a
giant
enormous
scrunchie.
Yes. And again, scrap fabric, zero waste. We'd love to see it.
Love it. Love it. Maybe I'll buy a bow or a hair ribbon for the next time.
For the next one.
Mhm.
We'd love
Yeah.
that. Next up on the tease.com, JPMS is coming for your scalp with its new Clean Beauty Scalp Care collection. We love it. That is a great headline. The term clean beauty seems to be the phrase on everyone's lips these days. Now more than ever, pros and consumers alike are taking an active interest in the ingredients being used to formulate their hair care products. That's why John Paul Mitchell Systems' latest clean hair offerings couldn't have come at a better time. Adding on to its already beloved Clean Beauty line, Paul Mitchell introduced an all-new 3-part collection, the Clean Beauty Scalp Care System, consisting of a shampoo, conditioner, therapy drops. This clean scalp line is focused on allowing stylists to create a routine that addresses their clients' various scalp concerns, whether it's dandruff, oil control, or sensitivity. Head to thetease.com to learn more about these new products. Kelly, are you game? Are you going to get into the scalp care of it all?
I love scalp care. I feel like we've talked about this, and it's such an interesting, people don't think that the follicles on your head are like the pores on your face, right? They need to be clean. They need to be all of the things so that our hair can grow and be healthy. So I think it's great. And the team at Paul Mitchell, they're always innovating, literally month over month, innovation after innovation. So kudos. I'm going to check it out.
Hey, honest to God, why not? I'm especially into the drops. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, some drops.
I mean, you could put anything in like a little bottle for me, and I'm gonna I'll try it. I'll try it. As always, so much going on at tease.com. Thank you to our hardworking editors. We are proud to publish stories that salon pros and consumers care about.
Okay, to start our 100th episode recap, we are going to talk about our top 10 favorite episodes that we have done. We'll both have a chance to say 5. And I went back in the archives and I love my 5. I wonder if we have any the same. And we're going to get into it right now. So, Jeffrey, you start us off. What were your top 5 pods in season 1? The last 100 episodes.
The last 100. This was really tough. I mean, we talked about this at the top. There were so many incredible guests. I feel really, really fortunate to have had some of the conversations that I had. The one that I feel like everybody knows this. If you listen to that episode, I was fangirling all over the place. It's Frederica Spears,
Totally.
Lady Gaga's longtime hairstylist, like number 1, top, once in a lifetime. I'm a little monster, etc. What can you say? Like, he's an icon.
Total.
That's number 1. Number 2, this is a deep cut. This was like one of our first few episodes, and it's the foot nanny, Gloria Williams. If you go back, I think I was giggling like out of control in that episode. She was so funny, so
She was
smart.
awesome.
Long time. What do you foot foot nanny?
Pedicure.
Thus the name
Yeah.
pedicurist, pedicure pro. Longtime foot nanny, we'll just say. We'll just put it out there. That's how the
All
brand
right.
came to be. To
All right.
Oprah. Oprah. I mean, big deal. She's got her own salon spaces all over California. I've yet to be, now that I'm in NorCal, I probably can't get to her. It's a bummer, but she's great. That episode was like burned into my brain. I love it so much. 3 for me, Tabitha Coffee. Like, I mean, Tabitha Takeover, like for all the Bravo heads out there, like this was a big deal. I'm certainly one of those people. She's an icon too. What a like cool opportunity.
That was a get. And, she was serious too. She didn't break from character, or that's just her vibe.
That's
Remember?
apparently so. It was, again, like one of those like pinch me moments that I just like, what? How do we do that?
So good.
Number 4 for me, Mickey Wright. We've talked to her a couple of times on this podcast, but the episode in particular that sticks out for me in terms of favorite was when we were talking about the Black Lives Matter movement and the call for racial justice post the murder of George Floyd. I just felt like that episode in particular was really incredible. And I'm just so glad that we got to have that convo with her. That one's like one that gives me goosebumps. I loved that. And then number 5 for me was Nubia Rezzo. Like,
okay.
Again, I just like, we had like hit after hit after hit, like icons,
Seriously.
legends. But she just like, oh my God, that whole combo, same thing. I'm like listening back to it, thinking about how silly I was because she was such a big deal. And so smart, so funny. So those are my top 5. What about you?
Wow. I mean, that's a great 5. And I would, now that you say them aloud, I concur with your top 5. We did not have any similar.
No overlap?
So no. My number 1 was, this is again, because of my intense fangirling, was Allie Webb from the Dry Bar, the founder. I have followed her story from the first Dry Bar to her selling of the Dry Bar and her new ventures. So that was a moment for me personally.
That was a get for sure.
Total get. The next up was Ted Gibson. And because Ted Gibson, because Ted Gibson. And he is a charming man, and his stories are wonderful. And you can see why celebrities choose his chair and his technique, because he's amazing. Next up, Sam Villa. I mean, a classic veteran in the industry. I had personally never had a one-on-one conversation with him, and just the ease, the calmness, his spirit, his generosity, the things that he's always putting an immense amount of effort into bettering this industry. And that is a number 1 for me as well. So I loved talking to Sam Villa. Next up, John Paul Mitchell Systems, Michaeline DeJoria, and Jason Yates. So, I mean, that was also a total get. I believe we talked about Winnie Harlow and there being the new spokesperson for Paul Mitchell. And again, as I mentioned at the top of the pod, I mean, there's just constant evolution and reimagining of products and formulations, and with a focus on sustainability and the planet. So their brand is multi-dimensional. So love talking with those two incredibly brilliant people. And then the last one for me was Shane Wolf, the global president of L'Oreal Professional. He and I just vibed, and maybe it's because he lives with his husband on a farm on the East Coast. He travels into New York, and he also sent me the most lovely gift, which is now one of my top 5 things, which is a True Dawn candle, the Sancti de Sancti, and it smells like moss in an old church in England, and I love it. I'm going to send you a candle. I bought the diffusers, the candles, you name it. So Shane, thank you for that discovery. That is my top 5.
Wow. I mean, we are we're lucky as hell.
Totally.
Industry icons, legends, like trailblazers, all of the above.
We got
them. And more. I mean, this is just like a smattering. It's a deep bench. We obviously picked these 10, but have loved making every episode, especially with the producers here and our audio engineer. Shout out to the team. Head to the show notes to find all of these episodes and more. And part of what makes this pod so special is getting to talk to a range of people all over the industry that we love so much, Salon Pro industry, just like all of the people, just like all of these people. Oh gosh, there's going to be a video.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Bernetta Ashley, Edgy B Girl, and I just wanted to come on and say congratulations to Kelly and Jeffrey for your 100th episode of the Volume Up by the Tease. You guys are inspiring each and every one of us every time you do a podcast, and we are so excited, and I could not be more thrilled that you guys are celebrating your 100th episode. So keep doing them. I can't wait to see what's next in store for you all, but congratulations.
Hey guys, this is Maribel.
And this is Jessica.
We wanted to get on here to congratulate you guys, Volume Up by the Tease, on your 100th episode. Thank you to Kelly and Jeffrey. You guys are amazing. Thank you for having us on your 75th episode. You guys are awesome.
What's that? I just heard it's your 100th episode. Congratulations to the Volume Up by Tease and Kelly and Jeffrey.
Hi, Kelly and Jeffrey. It's Mickey Wright with Beauty Superstars, and I am here to wish you a huge congratulations on your 100th episode of Volume Up by the Tease. Super great work. Keep it up. Love you. Bye-bye.
Congratulations to the Volume Up by the Tease.
100 episodes? Whoa, that is a big ass deal. Congrats, you guys. I'm really proud of you.
Why, hello, it's me, Grega, from Grega LA, friend of the pod. I just want to say congratulations to Volume Up by the Tease, to Jeffrey and Kelly. Congrats on your amazing podcast that you both host, and thank you so much for having me on there and giving other people opportunity to tell their story as well. So you two are awesome, and congrats again.
Happy 100 episodes to Volume Up by the Tease, and cheers to Kelly and Jeffrey. Here's to another 100 more.
Hey, it's Monet Everett. Major congratulations to Volume Up by the Tease, along with Kelly and Jeffrey. May you have many more amazing episodes.
Congratulations to Volume Up by the Tease, along with Kelly and Jeffrey.
Hey guys, the Hair Saint here. I just wanted to get on here and send a huge congratulations to the Volume Up team by the Tease, and of course to Kelly and Jeffrey. See you in 2023.
Jeffrey, Kelly, congrats on 100 episodes, and I can't wait for many more episodes of Volume Up by the Tease.
Congrats to Volume Up by the Tease, along with Jeffrey and Kelly.
Hi, this is Frederick S. Spears, and I want to say congratulations to Volume Up by the Tease, along with Kelly and Jeffrey, on 100 episodes. Keep those amazing topics and stories of the beauty industry coming.
Oh, how special is that? Oh, I'm going to replay
Well, that
it
was
and
a
replay
surprise.
it.
That was a
That
very
was
nice treat.
amazing. Oh, let me just soak that in for a second.
I was going to say, we're going to get emotional.
Mm-hmm. That was great. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Thanks, Madeline and Monica, for making that
Thank
happen.
you.
That was
Oh,
very
so
sweet.
great.
And
Thank
thanks
you
to everybody.
everyone.
Jesus.
Yes. Thanks to everyone who submitted a video. You can find all those previous guests' Instagrams tagged in the show notes because that's how awesome our producers are. We highly recommend giving them a follow. And that was I'm verklempt.
Yeah. And go back and listen to those episodes because those
So
are some
good.
really incredible conversations. That was so incredibly sweet. Okay, well,
Whew.
there's more. We said there was going to be more. The recapping is not over. Next up, our producers had us put together a list of the top 10 things that we've learned over these past 100 episodes, whether they're funny quips, important industry knowledge. We're here for all of it. I'm going to do 5. Kelly's going to do 5. Kelly, I want you to kick us off. What are
Okay.
things that you've learned?
Yeah, this was really hard because I think there were so many things that I learned from each individual guest in all of the
Mhm.
different, facets of the industry, from, nail technicians to estheticians to product founders to CEOs, stylists, barbers, all of the things. So I'm going to kick it off with mine. So the first one is, and I think our video just showed that, our incredible surprise. Again, how connected and loving our industry is. That's really not something that's shocking to me, but the generosity and the genuine commitment that each of these 100 plus individuals have had and are having on the industry is it's so profound. And I think this industry is just beautiful. Second is the inclusivity in our world, right? Hairdressers, again, reiterating my love for the industry, certainly, because all of those individuals, again, ladder up to the collective good that we are moving forward with in our industry. The next one is we need to break the stigma. So Larry Foster of Dracochi University, we heard from him on the last pod. It just so happens that this is a soapbox that I'm going to stand on and shout from the rooftop, but being part of the industry, and there are so many different things that you can get involved with in the salon professional space. And I think it's time that we collectively, again, shout that from the rooftops because we love our industry. Next one up is a funny one. So I did not know that Jeff has a very visceral reaction to things like Vaseline, slugging, any sort of textured product and putting it on your face. That was hilarious to me. And anytime I think about those episodes, it makes me LOL. I've got two more, even though that'd be 5 and 6, but I don't like to follow the rules. That there's space for everyone in this industry. So, talking with a lead stylist from Hair Cuttery or JCPenney Salon, an independent creator, a salon renter, a salon owner, a product creator. Again, it kind of ladders up to my number 1 and 2, right? There's a theme here. And then the last one, again, this is going back to a product, but talking with the L'Oreal team and creating some of their new product innovation, specifically the metal detox program and process and category, I thought was really interesting because I had never personally thought about metals in your hair and how they vary by regions of the country and the world. So
it makes total sense. No, I'm with you on that one. Like that
sense.
one blows my mind still because like, what? Of course. But like it takes an expert to break it down for you to.
And that's why I love the opportunity that this industry presents, right? Again, from scientists to stylists to inventors to CEOs, there is a place for everyone and all are welcome. That is a topic that I think wove through all of our guests throughout the year.
I'd like to think so. I feel like mine are not as profound. So I'm going to start with a petty one, something that I learned, which is that even after 100 episodes of doing this, I hate listening to myself. There's literally nothing worse in terms of getting into my ears. And that's not gone away. So that was a surprise.
No.
I've learned it doesn't stop, gang. So if you don't like listening to me, imagine it's much more painful
it's worse
for me.
For you.
It's worse. It's worse. Trust me. So similar to what you had to say in terms of like surprises, I have been shocked upon all of our conversations at just like how many different entry points there are into the salon professional industry. Like, I think a lot of people tend to think of the story of, oh, well, I always knew that I wanted to do hair. But that's not the case for our podcast guest. Like, as you said, it's scientists, it's entrepreneurs, it's outcasts, it's people that always knew, like it's all of the above. And I just think that that's been such a like refreshing, cool insight into what this industry actually is versus what people think that it is. I definitely learned after like some pretty sensitive conversations about the relationship between stylist and client, specifically regarding mental health and domestic violence in a way that I like never would have thought about if I hadn't had those conversations. So like my convo with Suzanne Post and the work that she's been doing in Tennessee has like stuck with me, however many episodes later. I just like such a appreciation for that dynamic. And the power, honestly, that stylists have in terms of like being able to transform people's lives in like a million different ways. So that's been something that like rattles around in my brain. And then one that's like kind of sad almost is how taxing it can be for hairstylists and other beauty pros to market themselves via social media. We've talked a lot about the pressures that people have to like keep up and to innovate and to with all of the algorithm changes, like what to do. And I certainly don't envy that. And it's been hard. Like we've had some tough combos with people about the pressures that they feel to like keep content going. So that I wouldn't have had that appreciation, I think, before, all of these combos. And the last one, I'll go on something light. A convo that I had with Dr. Leah about skincare, where she basically was just like, if you're doing more than 3 steps, you're doing it wrong. And so I'd like to think like on my laziest day, if I'm like 1, 2, 3, like I'm good according to a doc. So
that just validated your whole entire lack of.
We don't need a Kincaid 8, 12, whatever step. I'm seeing this one ad about, who is it? Liv Tyler and something insane. So no, we don't need that. We need 3 according to Dr. Leah. Listen to that episode. Suck with me.
Those were good. They were all good. I think we could go on for 100 hours indeed with all the things that we have learned since we started this pod. And I can't wait to learn hundreds of more things in the future with the one and only Jeffrey Lennon.
And with Kelly Ellers. I can't wait. This is going to be really exciting. We got cool things ahead for season 2. It's probably not going to be 100 episodes because we're going to get better about that. Tons of guests. And yeah, one thing that we've asked a couple of people is this next question. What is your personal dream hair or beauty product that's not yet available?
Ooh.
And apparently, I'm told, based on these show notes that we're looking at, that there's a video with some people replying. So let's see that.
My dream hair product that does not exist yet is a clean volume texture spray that works really well in fine hair. Hello, could use some at my roots, but it would not have synthetic fragrance or strong herbal essential oils either.
So that's Laura Ellers from Laura's Natural Life. She has quite the following on the socials, and she is a clean beauty enthusiast. And I'm not surprised, but I feel like I might be surprised that there isn't something out there like that.
That's the shocking thing.
Yeah. No natural, clean beauty hair care company has come out with a non-synthetic, fragrance-free texturizing spray. All right, she better get after it then.
Her fine hair. That's
fine hair.
Which, let's get into that. Somebody should get on that insight and make a product.
You heard it here.
So if I could invent one product out there, I would have to invent something I would like to call it the magic wand. And what the magic wand is, you could literally just sprinkle it over your hair and your hair would instantly be washed. I know for many of us, wash day is like a long day for us, especially for us hairstylists that have to do our own hair. So if there was one thing I could create, it would be the magic wand. I would literally just wand it across the top of my head and my hair would instantly be done.
I love it. Now she's thinking.
She's really, Bernetta, shout out. That's genius.
She's the best.
I wish it could happen. I wish it could happen for everybody. I want that for me.
I mean, her hair is absolutely gorgeous. And, if it takes a lot of time to do your own hair and then you're focusing on your clients as well, that's a quick fix. So we'll be on the lookout for that one.
I would want something that takes away the struggle of parting my own hair. So maybe an on-finger adjustable parting tool, but in the color pink because that is not available yet.
So, all right. She's getting after with the brand endorsement because I believe that indeed she did create a product very similar, but maybe the pink colorway is coming soon.
We'd love to see it. Make it happen. Get in there.
Let's see it.
My dream product or something for the industry, it's not necessarily a product, but I wish was invented, someone should do this, is basically a way to screen the perfect ideal client for each stylist. Like you would take a questionnaire and it would do the work for you so you didn't have to screen your clients. It would be like you would put the favorite kind of things you like, personality types, and see if it meshes well, and it does it all for you ahead of time. So then you're always getting your dream clients and doing the work you want to do. So that would be really cool if someone invented something like that.
Super smart, right? It's like personality testing, but for your clients.
Yeah, where are our tech girlies? Like, let's get some coding together and make this happen already.
Codes.
I'd be into it. I would take a survey. I'd want to be matched.
Me too, because I think it's like, sometimes if you're matched with a stylist or a new stylist, you're like, our vibes like completely off. Like you would never do hot rollers and big voluminous hair. And I would want the stylist that is kind of catching my vibe. And I'm sure they're vice versa, right? Make it all easier.
So I think we should create a brush with gel, like you can put gel and water all together. I don't know, spray everything So in one slick, you know, and then your hair is like slick, you know, done.
Boom. All right. I mean,
love it.
let's get fanciful here.
Right.
Why not? Let's make it happen. Sure.
Hey, what's up, Volume by the Tease? This is Frederick Asperis. So, my personal hair beauty product that has not come out yet, besides vitamins, a machine that will make your hair grow faster or grow back.
That's mine.
Yes.
That's what I want.
I'll take it. All of it.
I want it like that's as soon as Brenda was talking about wash day, like the magic, I would want it to grow hair and then I could get rid of it just as quickly as it grows. Like
we're not talking years, like we're talking hours.
Yeah, like boom, boom.
Here we go.
He's on to
love
something.
it too.
Can somebody get into that one too?
All these new ideas.
My personal dream beauty item is a hair machine that you walk into and it totally styles your hair on its own, makes you look amazing, and keeps your hair super healthy and shiny.
I mean, we've got that for nails, right? Who knows? It might be in the works.
You should check out that story if you haven't. There are nail robots, and to mixed reviews. So to Monet's point, we would want this to make you actually look good. We've seen the like robots that cut guys' hair. I just the styling. Yeah, if it could work, I'd be into it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Who knows? In 20 years, we'll look back and she predicted the future.
Isn't that like the Jetsons? Am I making this up? I feel like that's very much like
the thing on, and then
and then and there we are.
There we are.
So after long hours in the salon, me and Jessica have decided our dream product would have to be
odorless perm.
Yes.
Please come out with one.
Thanks, guys.
They're so cute. I love that too. But I love the smell of a perm solution, but I'm also not standing around it all day.
That's
right.
Yeah, I was going to say, like on the occasion that you're around, I'm sure it's
getting
not,
a perm.
It's that. And if you're doing it all the time, that's like, do you like the smell of gasoline?
Yes, indeed.
Same,
Do you?
Same. I love it.
That is the 101st thing that I know about you now.
Maybe we should make perm smell similar to gasoline. A thought.
I don't
Maybe
think
that's
that
what
would
I'm.
help their problem.
Hi, this is Mickey Wright with Beauty Superstars, and what would my dream product be? I think it would be something like a big bubble that you could sleep in, and it's super comfortable, and when you wake up, your hair looks just like it did when you went to bed.
Oh no, she's channeling her inner Kim K with, just lying in bed and not moving. But that's not realistic. But I like the hair bubble. It's great.
Yeah. I'm into this like futurism stuff that we're talking about. Like we're really like tech can do it for us, gang. I want that.
One of my dream hair product will be a waterproof hairspray. That would be fun.
Interesting. We have waterproof cameras. We need water. Wow, I've never thought about that before.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like this whole time has been like, oh yeah, we should have that, shouldn't we? But you're right. That one I think could probably actually happen. There's somebody out there that maybe a listener could take it to the R&D team.
My dream beauty product that doesn't exist yet is bleach that can lighten Asian hair in 5 minutes and not damage it.
That's got to be able to be done as well. Come on, brands, listen up out there.
Somebody get into it. An ultra fast, safe lightener.
Safe.
Now that we know some of our guests' answers, the question is for you. If you could have a personal dream hair/beauty product that's not available right now, what would it be? Would you just steal one of theirs?
I would totally steal Frederick Asperis, his,
Same.
Because, I want more hair. I want it to grow faster. I want it to be full. And I know there are some great companies out there with supplements and, particular devices. But for me, I just don't think we've hit the one yet that I would feel comfortable using. So for sure, it's that. Yeah, I'm with him. What about you?
It's lame as hell, but I'm also with Frederick for very different reasons. I'm one of the, you know this about me. People listening don't. I like long or I like short, and I don't like the in between. The in between, especially curly. I won't say that I've got fine hair. It's not as thick as others. I've come to that realization, and I just don't like the way that it looks in between. It's like it gives poodle. It gives poodle. I don't want that for myself. But if I could like magic have long hair again, I'd be thrilled.
For the record, I like you with your long curly hair as well, but I don't know based on that if we'll ever see it again.
It's not in the cards. Not until that invention. So Frederick
hop on
spoken it into existence. Let's put some Lady Gaga money behind that.
Yes. Okay, so Jeff, that is a wrap on the 100th episode. But before you go, make sure you head over to thetease.com where we have our 100th episode giveaway. Without you, the listeners, all that we do would not be possible. We thank each and every one of our guests, along with those of you who tune in week after week. For some fun Tease swag, head on over to the link in our show notes and apply for our giveaway at thetease.com. Be sure to hit subscribe, rate, and review, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Read the Tease, and send in questions to volumeup at thetease.com.
Volume Up is a Tease media production. This episode, the 100th, was produced by Monica Hickey and Madeline Hickey. Brian Daly is our editor and audio engineer. Thank you to our creative team for putting together the graphics for this episode and that theme song.
Come on, it's new. We love it. We love everything about our 100th, and we're looking forward to 101.